Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Corner. Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to give you an update about Matrixport and a new offer that they have, which is for a limited time. I actually talked about Matrixport on this channel already. I started using their mobile app last year. I shared this with you, but there will be many who missed that episode. It was quite some time ago, so let me explain what I'm talking about. Matrixport is one of the only two services that I use to earn interest on my crypto holdings. They operate as a platform for lending, collateralized crypto loans, and also trading, and their dual currency investment plans are with the most attractive interest rates that I've personally seen. But why do I say it's one of the only two lending services that I trust? Well, for a start, this is the company that Jihan Wu started as he left Bitmain back in 2019. Bitmain is the biggest mining chip producer in the world. It's the company that made Jihan a billionaire in his 30s. He's still in his 30s, by the way, one of the youngest billionaires, and he's been actively involved in crypto for a decade already. He announced that he's leaving Bitmain to focus on building the ecosystem of Matrixport, which now includes their latest branch out, bit.com, an exchange that I will talk about in another episode later this week. Make sure that you catch this one too. So yeah, the main reason for me to start using Matrixport was to earn interest on my crypto holdings. Just like with Nexo, the other lending service that I use, Matrixport is paying interest on your crypto that you hold, and they have a lot of different offers and different plans. Some are with fixed time frame, others are flexible, meaning you don't really have to have a fixed period to earn this interest. But the ones that are fixed are having some crazy interest percentages. But the highest ones are for a short time, like 1 day or 2 days or for a week. These pay the biggest interest, so I'm regularly checking the offers as they keep changing them, and I'm subscribing to different ones all the time to make the most of my crypto holdings and the interest that I can earn there. In fact, Matrixport is already one of the top lending services in Asia, and they're expanding their reach now to Europe and beyond. So if you haven't yet heard of this company, it's because they were focused on the Asian market first, until now, where they're really big already. They have more than $10 billion in assets management already under their wing, and their monthly trading volume is over $5 billion. And their outstanding loans surpass $750 million. All of these are really impressive figures that speak volumes for the growth of this company since their launch. In fact, last year they achieved a unicorn status, meaning they reached over $1 billion evaluation, and they are backed by prominent venture capital firms like DST Global, IDG Capital, Paradigm, and Tiger Global, amongst others. Matrixport has many different products and services that are making it really a one-stop shop for crypto investors. These include trading, lending, fixed income yield, institutional custody, and asset management for both retail and institutional investors. For me personally, lending and earning high yield is what actually got me interested, but since then I have been trading inside the app too, swapping my tokens between Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD Tether, USDC. I actually started using USDC more than Tether with Matrixport because they do support both USDC and USD Tether, but with the uncertainty regarding USD Tether every few weeks, I now use USDC way more just to be on the safe side. They don't charge me any fees on my trades, so this works out pretty well. This is the app. I did a more detailed guide in my previous video, so you might want to check that too. I will drop the link in the description for you. And also, this is their website. We can see here their various products. These are their interest-bearing plans. There are fixed term plans and flexible plans. As I mentioned, the fixed term plans are the ones that pay higher interest, but they're usually limited to shorter time frames, like a day or 2 days or a week, sometimes up to a couple of months actually. With the flexible term you get lower interest, but also you have the flexibility to pull out the funds at any time. You don't have to wait until your term is finished. I use these a lot for my Ether, for instance, because I keep trading it quite often. I sell into USDC when we hit resistance, of course, then I jump back into Ether as we hit support, In both cases I earn interest, but on flexible rates, because I worry that if I lock it in a fixed term, I might not be able to sell it at the right time. But for some other assets that I hold, like Bitcoin and Polkadot or Matic for instance, I keep this in fixed terms for maximum impact. Now the loan, well, this is the crypto lending service, the crypto collateralized loans. If you deposit a certain amount of crypto like Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, whichever you like, they support quite a lot of coins and they keep adding more. So depending on what amount you deposit, you get an allowance to take as a loan. These are used especially in times like right now when the market is down and it keeps dropping lower and lower. So I don't want to sell my crypto at such low prices, so I take loans whenever I need to cover expenses and stuff like that. I will cover these loans later as the market starts recovering. This way I don't have to sell when the market conditions are unfavorable to me. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. It's very useful because you don't have to go through complex credit checks or to show financial reports or get your loan approved. This is what most banks are doing, but here you get the loan instantly. As long as you have enough crypto collateral, no one will reject or block your request for a loan here. Then we have the dual currency plans. This is a non-principal protected investment product with floating return. The yield of the product is secured at the time of the purchase, while the currency in which the product will be settled, will be paid out, changes depending on how the settlement price compares with the linked price. I'm gonna explain. Basically, this is a short-term investment product offering very high return. It's also designed with a selection of tenors to meet the needs of different clients with different risk tolerance. I will show you some examples when I open the app in a moment, but first, they now have this offer for Solana, the latest addition to Matrixport. For this dual currency product, the investment currency is Solana, meaning that you have to use your Solana tokens in order to get this product. The pair is Solana versus USDC, and the settlement currency could be either Solana or USDC, depending on how the settlement price compares with the linked price. So, settlement price is the price of Solana at the time of expiry of this contract. If that price is higher than the linked price when you actually started the contract, you will receive the return in Solana. And if the settlement price is lower than the linked price, then you will receive the return in USDC. Linked price is what the token is priced at when you invest it in this product. We see quite a few offers here, but not only you can earn 300% upwards with the dual currency product on Solana, right now you also get a 3% bonus yield coupon for free and $10 basically reward upon 5 transactions. Make sure that you grab the link from the description below and get this bonus as well. This offer runs until the end of June, so there's still a couple of weeks left. I hope you are watching this as I'm posting it. Make sure that you have the notifications enabled on my channel so that you never miss an episode, so that you know when I'm posting an episode. I've got a lot of these limited time offers that I'm posting here. Now these are the terms. During the promotion period we get a 3% bonus yield coupon for free. The coupon is only applicable to Solana dual currency transactions. Users can get a total value of $10 reward upon completing 5 transactions on the Solana dual currency product. The reward is basically 2 5USD coupons. Each coupon can be used upon a single net Solana dual currency transaction of $100 or more. The reward will be distributed to all eligible users within 7 working days. And let's actually take a look at the different plans that are offering right now for Solana and for the different actually coins. We're gonna take a quick look. I'm not gonna show you all of the different features that are here in the app. I did that already in my previous video, and as you can see, it's quite a lot of them. So I don't want to make another video where I'm going through the same stuff. I'm gonna go here into invest, which is the second tab, the second option. And first I'm getting these dual currency Bitcoin plans, and it's quite a few of them. You can see some of them are really short term, 1 day, 328%, but it's only for 1 day. And of course the 328% is an annual interest, and you will be getting that for 1 day only. Then we have 2-day plans. There is here a big plan for 324%, but again this is spread around 356 days, and you will be getting only 2 days of that. So this is how it works. Of course you can't expect 250 or 360% to be paid for 1 day. If it was like that, it will be completely unsustainable and you know, a scam. And in that case I wouldn't feature it on my channel. I talk about scams a lot on this channel, so you already know I know how to spot a scam. Now here we have a 5-day plan on the Bitcoin plans, 258% annual, but you're earning this for 5 days. So this is really a good plan. Alright, let's just take a look at some of the other ones. This is Bitcoin with USDC, and again you have a 1 day, you have 2-day plans, we have 5-day plans, and there's some other plans. Some of them are actually longer, 12 days. Not bad, 137 annual, percent annual yield that you will be getting for 12 days. Not bad at all. Okay, now let's go into the Solana ones, because these are the ones that are the latest ones, and they do have some really special offers here. So we have the 1-day plans, 269% annual yield spread across 365 days, and then you're earning this on 1 day. For 2 days you have 103% annual yield. For 5 days you have 219% annual yield. Also you have here for 5 days 70%. Then we go into the longer plans, 12 days, 107% annual yield for 12 days. This is probably the best plan actually, if you ask me, because it's 12 days, so you are earning it for much longer than anything else. Then there is even 40 days with 90% annual yield. Also 40 days with 84% annual yield. I like these as well. And 40 days with 76%. I like the top ones. Of course I like the top ones. Bear in mind that at some point these will expire, and then they will have different offers. So according to when you're actually logging in and you're checking these plans, they might be different than what you're currently seeing. But these are all really good plans on Solana. And of course there's not only Solana, there's also Ether. You can do that with Ethereum. There's also BCH, Bitcoin Cash. So definitely quite a lot of plans to choose from, a lot of different options. And of course you also have the flexi saving, meaning that you can just leave your coins in the flexi saving. If you think that you might want to actually be trading more actively, let's say right now you have Ether, but Ether is about to drop, so you might want to actually jump into USDC. So you can also do that. You can leave it into the flexi saving, and it's available for you whenever you want. You pull it out of the saving and you swap it into USDC, USDT, whichever you choose. This is what I'm doing all the time. And as I said, this kind of exchange is free of charge. Other exchanges are always charging a fee on each trade. Here that's free. Matrixport is quite a big company at this point, and with so many serious backers and partners, I don't worry about their future. And I know with the recent Terra and Celsius fiasco, many people are afraid of the future of crypto, but to be fair, in regards to Celsius, they had many issues with risk management. They lost at least $50 million in the Badger DAO hack a few months ago. Then they had some exposure to Luna and UST, and this was a big fiasco that you surely know about. I've covered this extensively. They lost another 35,000 Ether last summer when the Ethereum staking service StakeHound apparently misplaced private keys, and its tokens became worthless as a result. So Celsius and the second biggest competitor in this field, BlockFi, were also fined in the US for non-compliance with regulators, while Nexo and Matrixport remained untouched in all of these occurrences. And it really comes down to structure and mechanics. Not all businesses are run the same way. Some have weaknesses in their fundamentals, and these become evident in a bear market, which is why we saw Celsius being in hot waters now. Their risk management was poor, and their exposure to unstable protocols and projects did cost them great losses. While this is a challenging time for the entire crypto ecosystem, not all crypto platforms are performing risky operations like that, and while the recent market turmoil has left many unsettled and on edge, it's all about finding calm in the chaos, and this is what I've done with my extensive research into the platforms and the services that I use. And this goes not just for Matrixport. All the services that I use right now, I've picked based on sustainability and security. I've had my fair share of losses and scams, so I'm being very picky nowadays. Here are 3 tips that I have for you when choosing the right crypto platform and what I took into account before I started using Matrixport. Well, first, understand how the platform generates yield to its users. The way that Matrixport's products yield is generated, for example, the fixed income, is by Matrixport's lending book, which means that they lend out the collateralized assets to get the interest for their users. The key thing here is that these are collateralized assets, while other platforms use uncollateralized assets, hence why the liquidity risk during extreme market movement, which is currently experienced by other platforms. With Matrixport, they lend out often even over-collateralized assets, so they have robust risk management. This is why it's secured and people always can access withdrawals without any issues, while Celsius had to freeze withdrawals. Second, evaluate the team behind the platform. I already spoke about that. Matrixport's founding team has a decade of experience, insights, and expertise across several crypto market cycles, both bull and bear markets, since 2011. The current market movement is not something new and unexpected for Matrixport's team, and as I mentioned already, this is not the first business built by Jihan Wu. He founded the biggest Bitcoin mining company and chip producer in the world. So this is not to be overlooked. Achievements are important. Third, understand the custody and the security mechanism of the platform. Matrixport prides itself with robust security and 24/7 global customer support to ensure that our assets are always safeguarded. In terms of custody, Matrixport has its own qualified custodian and a Hong Kong trust company that meets the capital reserve requirements and acts within regulatory and AML guidelines, which is very important. It's Cactus Custody. This is safeguarding over $10 billion of digital assets for 130 institutional clients, including some of the world's largest and most renowned mining companies, mining pools, cloud mining platforms, exchanges as well, funds, and so on. And on top of that, Matrixport's products offer a very big range. Flexible earnings are for those who don't want to lock in assets for a period of time. But even the fixed interest plans, to be honest, many of these are for a day, for 2 days, for a week. So that's not a problem at all. I wouldn't really want to lock assets for 3 months or 6 months or anything like that, because I might want to trade them and to take advantage of market volatility. But a couple of days or a week, I mean, this is good. So as markets are down right now, I'm holding a lot in stable coins, and these are gaining some interest in the meantime. Why not? And you can even automate selected crypto investments by investing a fixed amount at a fixed time period. You can set the time intervals of your buying for every 1 or 6 or 12 hours, or every day, maybe week, 2 weeks. Dollar cost averaging, DCA, this is what many people do, and it's a very good strategy. The crypto you invest will be automatically deposited into a flexi saving account and compounded hourly, or it can be used for trading, which I do all the time. So definitely go check this out. Use my invite link in the description below. I also drop the links to their Telegram channel and their Twitter. Make sure that you follow them on these social channels, because you need to always keep up to date with the latest announcements and new offers as well. And before I leave you, I want to remind you again about my latest giveaway. I recently celebrated 500 episodes of this video podcast, and I announced my latest crypto giveaway. Ledger NOS is the top prize. Ledger are one of the sponsors of this channel, so they were kind enough to provide this device for free, and it is a brand new device, of course. Also, I'm giving away $70 in Cardano, $50 in Solana. All you have to do is like, comment, and share my videos until the end of this month. I will pick winners in my last video in June. and just leave as many comments as possible. The winners will be these with the most engagement on my videos, so get busy. It's time for me to go now. Make sure that you check out all the links that I drop in the description below, and while you're here, pick another one of my videos.